Hey, it's Amin from Mind Hack Lab. And for over 20 years, I've helped top athletes and everyday people master the one opponents we all face, our own mind. There is a critical moment that exists between the second you decide to do something that moves you towards your dream and the moment you actually begin. I call this the in between, and I believe it contains the secret to whether you'll achieve what you truly want in life or whether you'll remain stuck. If you've ever felt lazy or just a thought away from giving up, this story is for you. So, today I want to talk about something deeply personal that transformed my life when I finally understood it. It's about that hidden vulnerability space between intention and action that determines everything about our results. You know that feeling, it's 5:59 p.m. and you promise yourself you'd work out at 6 p.m., right? The time arrives and suddenly you're frozen. You don't feel like moving, your body feels heavy, your mind is full with excuses, and you just sit there. 30 minutes later pass. While you debate, you're still debating with yourself, knowing what you should do, but incapable of making yourself move. Or maybe it's when you need to start that important project. You're ready, you finally open your planner to schedule time for it, and immediately this wave of resistance overwhelms you. Your brain gets foggy, your energy drains. You'd rather do literally anything else but face that task. All of these experiences live in what I call the in-between. It's that liminal space where your rational mind and your emotional self are not completely out of alignment. So your intellect knows what needs to be done, but your emotions are not there. It's not laziness. That's too simplistic, okay? It's a complex psychological phenomenon that affects all of us, regardless of discipline or willpower, right? So I want to share my solutions with you because it worked, and even with my colleagues and friends. So here's what transformed everything for me. And what I want you to try the next time you recognize you're in that in-between moment when you're on your couch knowing you should be doing something else. First, name it out loud. Say, oh, all right, this is the in-between. Then follow what I call the 3-second rule. Within 3 seconds of acknowledging that feeling, you must physically move forward, whatever that forward could be for you. All right? And here's the practical application. You're sitting at your desk, starting at a blank document. You need to write or like a proposal or anything else that you might be planning, but your mind is screaming for a distraction. Okay? Moment you recognize this feeling, you literally say out loud, oh, this is the in-between. Then count 3, 2, 1, and physically disrupt your current state. Stand up, walk around in the room or in the office. Do anything that breaks that in-between moment. I know that sounds ridiculous. The first time I did this, my wife walked in on me in the kitchen, walking around the table like I was on autopilot mode, wandering around. But here's the psychology behind it. The extremely small window of opportunity to overcome this passivity of resistance. So by creating a physical disruption, what you're essentially doing is short-circuiting the overthinking that keeps you stuck. And here's the science behind it. what's happening is similar to what psychologists recommend for overcoming social anxiety. If you see someone you want to talk to, as an example, you have about 3 seconds before your brain starts building a fortress of reasons why you shouldn't approach them in the first place. The longer you wait, the stronger that resistance becomes until it feels impossible to overcome. Right? We all felt that at one point. The in-between works the same way. Each second you spend deliberating is another brick in the wall between you and the action. So by acknowledging it and immediately disrupting the physically, you're jumping over that wall before it becomes too high. As simple as that. So here's your call to action. Your tiny habit for today. First, identify where the in-between shows up in your life. Maybe it's exercising, maybe it's at work, maybe it's having a difficulty conversation with someone, a relationship. When you notice yourself in one of these moments, say out loud, it's the in-between. Then count down from 3, 2, 1, and then physically move forward with whatever action you might want to do, This practice changed everything for me. The book I couldn't start writing, now it's on its way. Oh, by the way, you would be notified in one of my videos once it's ready for review, okay? The workout I keep postponing, now it's consistent part of my life. Now, not because I become more disciplined, but because I learned to recognize and navigate that moment, that in-between moment. All right, so I hope this helps illuminate that hidden space between the intention and the action. Okay, thank you for joining me today, and remember, your mind is your greatest ally. I'll catch you next time. Bye for now.